What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. We're going to be into Madden 10. I haven't played this game probably in about 10 years. So this is what Madden was like 10 years ago. And I want to see all, we're going to be checking rosters, some of the game modes and stuff that were in this older version of Madden and everything like that, and kind of compare it to Madden 20, you know. So obviously we got Play Now, which is, you know, the same. Ultimate Team. I think this was actually the first year of Ultimate Team. I could be wrong, but I think this was the first game to feature Ultimate Team. And I remember I was very excited about Madden 10 because I think it was the first Madden game I had on the next generation, which back then was 360. So it was the first Madden game I got on 360, I believe, which was awesome. So we have career modes, we have franchise mode, and obviously NFL Superstar mode, which is still in Madden 10 here. Of course, Madden 20 just re-added a Superstar mode, kind of. It's not as fully put together as some of these other ones. We had quick modes, we have Madden Moments. Well, I remember these were kind of cool. You can practice mini games. I don't even think you can just do regular practices anymore on Madden. I'm not entirely sure. So before we go into it, let's take a look at some of these depth charts, or some of the rosters, not depth charts. So let's start on the Bears. We have Jay Cutler as the quarterback, Caleb Henney, Matt Forte. I don't even know some of these people. There's Devin Hester, Greg Olson. I didn't even realize he was on the Bears. Interesting. But if we go to my team, Kansas City Chiefs, let's take a look here. Quarterback Matt Castle. Holy crap. Tyler Thigpen and Berta Corral, remember these guys. Matt Castle, he was just a average, maybe just below average quarterback for the Chiefs. And I think the year previous they went 2-14. I think they rolled with Tyler Thigpen for the most part. And I actually kind of like Tyler Thigpen. At the time, he wasn't a great player or anything, but obviously, and we got Jamal Charles, Larry Johnson in front of Jamal. Look at that. Look, Jamal Charles, 68 overall. Little did they know that he was going to be a pretty awesome running back at the time. So, some Mike Vrabel is now the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Actually, I think he finished his career in KC. I don't know. He was here for a few seasons. Dustin Colquitt, who's still there today, which is insane. Now they're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. But Peyton Manning on the Colts still. And I got Joseph Adai, Dallas Clark, Reggie Wayne, just insane. We got Tony Romo as the quarterback of the Cowboys, Chad Pennington for Dolphins, Donovan McNabb, Sean Jackson, Jeremy Maclin. Gonna try and skim through some of these. Matt Ryan, look how young he is. He's just a little guy. Quarterback for the 49ers, Sean Hill. Okay. There's Alex Smith. Yeah, good old Eli Manning, Jacksonville Jaguars, David Garrard, Mark Sanchez, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Panthers, Jake Delhomme, Patriots, there's Tom Brady, of course, who had already been in his 10th season. That's insane. Jeff Garcia, Mark Bulger for the Rams, and they're the St. Louis Rams, Joe Flacco, Jason Campbell, Drew Brees, of course, and Matt Hasselbeck was still playing for the Seahawks. Jeez. Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Schaub, and Kerry Collins, and Sage Rosenfels. Tavares checking for the Vikings. And then you have NFL greats in here, which was kind of an interesting thing to see in this game, that they have NFL greats. So that's kind of interesting. So there's just a little peek of kind of an idea of the rosters back then. You even go to the free agents here. I don't even think you can look at free agents in the new games anymore. Anyways, that's how those goes. Let's take a look. You even have Hall of Fame? What was this? Oh yeah, like this is so like extra that they don't even include in these games anymore. So you can kind of see Hall of Fame a lot of Hall of Fame players in here. It's just insane that you go through each team. Like, this is so extra. Like, if I go to Chiefs, I can see kind of some of the Derek Thomas. Heck yeah. See some of these guys. It's insane. Like, all these it's just incredible the amount of stuff that was in the game, you know, back here. And then if we go to career modes, obviously we have superstar mode, and you can play as a rookie or import your NCAA Road to Glory player, which was such a cool feature. You could start in high school, go all the way through your NFL career through 2 different games. That was awesome. And I wish that was still around. Obviously, NCAA games do no longer exist. But anyways, you can create your NFL player here. We're not going to do that. We're just going to, I mean, we are going to do that, but not really going to do much here. This is when they did take out the NFL Combine and stuff, so you don't even do the Combine. I don't know why you have the IQ test if you don't even have the Combine, but you just go straight here to the draft, and it'll generally get you onto a random team. And looks like we got drafted by the San Diego Chargers. You had training camp and everything like that. Let's go play some training camp and see what it was like back then, because like they just eliminated so many things. Like, you could simulate them in the old games, so if you didn't want to do them, you didn't have to. This is when they really started to take away some of, you know, I look at this and I'm like, man, this is great for what we had back then, you know? And I think back here, you couldn't even choose your own plays. Like, coach would do it for you, which was great. So I'm doing a play action. Like, I didn't even get the option of what we were gonna do, which is awesome. I love that. You have the zoomed in cam. You have the locked player, so you can only play as yourself. Look at that. We're gonna go right over there to Jackson. Look at that big play on the play action. Let's go. I don't exactly know how many plays you have to do. Are you sure you want a quick practice? Yeah, so that's kind of interesting on how all that works, you know? You know, I miss the old superstar modes. They just felt really nice. And, you know, this still had what was left, and this is when they started taking just stuff out for no reason, you know? This is about the time they started taking out random stuff in the game, and I can't figure out why. All right, just magically we're on the Dallas Cowboys. No, my Xbox froze, so we're just gonna get into a game real quick and see how that goes. So yeah, I've been having an issue with the 360 freezing in the middle of games. I don't think it's the game's issue, it's actually a Xbox issue, so still trying to figure that out, and I can't figure out why it's doing that, unfortunately. We're getting skipped, but I kind of want to see the presentation back then. 10 years ago. So that's kind of a cool intro. But you can kind of see everyone kind of warming up and everything like that. I remember those days and everything like that. Did the in-game commentary go with the stadium speaker? I thought it just needed the stadium speakers, but apparently it's more than that. See everyone getting ready, all the coaches. Is that Wade Phillips is the head coach? I remember him being the head coach at one point. I actually think the commentators are off during this, so you can sim to Superstar on field, and you can see I miss these days where what happened? I miss these days where you like didn't have the option to choose your play, because obviously, you know, you're sitting here, you're the a player, you're not a coach. You don't get to call the plays, and I like that. I like that I didn't have to do that. And I thought it was just kind of a cool, more realistic experience, you know? What the heck we're in the Wildcat, okay. I'm gonna get a block for my man here as he gets 7 yards. The crowd sounds pretty good too, like they sound like yelling defense. Oh, look at that, Jason Witten wide open, and he's gonna go down. Can he score a touchdown, though? Touchdown, Cowboys. Like, I love the zoomed-in camera. I think you can do the zoom-in camera on Madden 20. I'm not sure. But, like, I just feel more... It feels more personal. It feels more like you're on the field, you know? I'm hoping to at least get to halftime. I'm probably not going to play this entire game, but just getting a feel for how the game felt back then, 10 years ago. And I'm going to be honest, it almost feels better than current Madden, just like the flow. Like, it just feels better, gameplay-wise. Yeah, look at that touchdown. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm probably on, like, pro difficulty, maybe, or something like that. That's why it's so easy right now, but still, everything feels better. Like, it just feels a little more dynamic, in some way. Obviously, the graphics aren't as good as Madden 20 or anything. They're still not bad for 10 years ago. For this being a game 10 years ago, graphic-wise, it wasn't that bad compared to today's Madden. Like, it really goes to show, like, they haven't made that much progress in the graphics in 10 years. I forgot, like, if you're not on the field by halftime, you don't get the halftime show, which sucks. We're up 31-7. Jeez. Oh, I forgot I have to snap it. There's Barber. He's a beast, man. Look at him go. So that's Superstar mode. There's another mode that a lot of people have been upset with recently in the recent years, and that's franchise mode, because no one's really done anything with franchise mode in quite some time. And you know, I was more of a Superstar mode guy. Of course, we're gonna go with Kansas City here, but that's just me. What did I do wrong? Okay, we're just gonna do generic options here. Nothing too special. So this is what the old franchise mode looked like. Just kind of, you know, look at all these options though. You have top stories, which is kind of cool. Team schedule, player management, depth chart. So you had all the depth charts here. You had player management, which you could probably go in here. Yep, edits, trade, resign, release, stuff like that. Revoke captain status. That was awesome. I can't remember if there's a captain status, or you can do a captain thing in Madden 20 or not, but that's cool. You go into free agency here. This is all like basic stuff, but going into some other stuff, you know, like Hall of Fame. This is so extra. Like, what the heck? Career stats. This is one thing I liked right here in the older Maddens, and it's such a small thing that they didn't need to take out of. So if I go over here to Matt Castle, player details, it shows every season that he was with and what team he played with. So obviously New England, New England, New England, New England, and it shows all his stats. You can see their stats on the new Maddens, but you can't see what teams they play for and stuff. It's just a small thing. Like, I want to know this player's history, you know? And that's just kind of a small thing. I don't know why they took that out. It's such a basic thing they could have kept in the game, you know? But, you know, I guess it's more of a, you know, resource thing, probably. I don't know. They can't do it on current gen, I guess. It just doesn't make sense, I guess. But coach stats. I don't even think there's coach stats in Madden 20 anymore. Like, I really don't. Oh, we had Todd Haley at this point. So there's that. Rivalry history. Like, look at that, man. Like, this is such a small detail to have, but it makes sense. But what else we got? Coaching scheme. Run versus pass. So there's so many options here. You got finances, settings, export active team, Madden shop. Like, there's just some stuff that is just like, why isn't it in the game anymore? You know, just kind of those things, you know. And then, oh, the live weather was the thing too from the Weather Channel. I remember that. Like, if you had an internet connection, like, it would do the current weather, like the live weather in that stadium in there for right now. Like, if it's snowing in Kansas City, it will be snowing in the game. Like, that was such a neat feature too. again, they took this stuff out for no reason. You know, it was such cool features. You gotta build off what you have, and I know you went to a new console and everything, but even through the 360 days, they were removing features, like, deep into the 360. Like, once we got to, like, Madden 25, I think it was, which was 2014, it just lost so many features at that point, you know? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. So franchise mode was pretty cool still. Oh, and here's the best thing. I'm pretty sure it's in here. If we go to My Madden, Creation Zone, you can create and edit uniforms. You can create a player. You can create a freaking team. This is the greatest thing ever, that had no reason to be taken out. Look at that. You could do that, and then of course you could edit your freaking stadium. This was the coolest thing as well back in the old days, and they took all of this out for, again, no good reason. Lack of resources. But sidelines. But this got taken out, I think, in Madden, was it 13? Somewhere around there. But look at all these options. Like, it's just overkill. It's awesome. End zones, you could have a scoreboard, you could be glass boxes, you can have modern open. Like, even if they had this option when you relocated an NFL team, that would be awesome. Like, just like be able to customize your stadium and just like the backgrounds and stuff like that. Just all these different styles. It's so cool. And there's just so much you can do. Like, I can change all those. Then we can go to the field. You can do style 1, style 2, style 3. There's just so many different styles. Go with my logo here. End zone. Look at those Joes. Yeah, there was just, you know, just stuff in here. Even back in Madden 10 years ago, there was stuff. Alright, let's go to the check out the mini games or quick modes, mini games. I'm curious what the mini games are. So we're gonna go over to Kansas City Chiefs. We'll just go against the Cardinals, it's fine. And we're ready to see what the mini games had to offer. Like, this isn't in Madden anymore. This is like, it's just an extra thing, extra feature, extra mode. So there's more stuff in these older games than there are the new ones. Like, you should be building off of these older games and making them better, you know, instead of taking stuff out without explanation, you know. It just made no sense. 40-yard dash. Like, they got rid of the combine and superstar mode in this game, but you could still do the 40-yard dash in this game. Like, look at this. This is so cool. Am I spamming the wait, I think this is the other guy. 527. That's slow, man. That's like Tom Brady slow. Oh, was that actually me? Would you like to restart? Yeah, I would like to restart. Oh, so I think I was pushing the wrong buttons. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was Madden NFL 10. What was Madden like 10 years ago? Well, it had more features, and I think it was a better game, and I think I enjoyed this game a lot when growing up and everything. When 10 years ago, I was like, I loved these games, you know, and this was like the first, in my opinion, one of the best Maddens for the 360 era. You know, I think from Madden 10 to Madden 12 was actually pretty decent, so those 3 games were actually pretty decent. Those are like the first ones for 360. After that, it just started going downhill, starting at Madden 13 and everything, as far as I know. So that's when they really started removing a lot of features and everything from the game. It was just so unnecessary to get rid of those features, you know, and it just kind of sucked. And Madden was just used to be a pretty decent football game, and that's the problem. You know, it just, I don't know what happened to EA. You know, they didn't have competition really at this point either, so I don't know why they just decided to start doing this. Maybe it was because of this game mode right here, Ultimate Team, but who knows? I think, because like I said, I think this is the first year for Ultimate Team in Madden, and it wasn't as big as it is today. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, and I hope you guys have a great day, even cooler tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.